Hey guys, it's Leanne. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So my YouTube is all about makeup. So if you are new here, just a little bit of background information. So on this makeup channel, I cover all things makeup, from makeup giveaways, informative makeup tutorials, honest makeup reviews. So if that's something you're interested in, then please think about subscribing to my YouTube channel and hitting the notification bell so you won't miss any of my weekly uploads. So speaking of makeup, today's video is a review and a demo. So it's actually a review slash demo of the MMMMITCHELL BLURSH. I cannot say that word, it sounds so American and weird. Blush. No. Yeah, let's just say this is liquid blush anyway, but it's actually called Blush. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, it's actually a review and demo of this. Now I've already done one, but I wanted to try it again because I feel like in my first video I didn't actually really quite know what these products even were. I was just a bit intrigued by them, and I still am intrigued by them. But yeah, I was a bit like, I feel like I didn't give a good thorough review. But now that I actually know a bit more about these products through watching Made by Mitchell's Instagram, I actually feel a bit more qualified to actually do a tutorial on them. So these blushes are liquid to powder formula, which I didn't know in my first tutorial. So I was panicking about whether to set the blush or whatever. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. So the shades I'm reviewing are the shades Sweet Cheeks and Peach Sugar. And these are so pigmented. This is what's on my cheeks now. And as you can see, I've taken it all the way to the temple. A little bit more on this side than this side. But yeah, they are so pigmented. And by the way, I've had this liquid blush on for 12 hours. Obviously, you can be the judge, your opinions and whatnot. But yeah, if you'd actually like to see how to use the MMMMITCHELL Blush, Sweet Cheeks and Peach Sugar, then obviously keep on watching, stick around to the end, and I hope that you all enjoy. So today, to start off, I'm actually going to be doing the MMMMITCHELL Blush, and I am actually going to be doing both the same shades as I've done in my first tutorial. So that would be Peach Sugar and Sweet Cheeks, and I'm just going to be mixing them together. And I think I preferred this one in the first tutorial, but the reason I'm doing this again is because in the first tutorial I didn't actually know enough about the product. So even though it's a liquid blush, it actually is liquid to powder. So I've decided what I'm going to do today. I've just got a blank canvas on. I've obviously got my foundation, concealer, a bit of powder just under the eyes, on the forehead. I'm actually going to be doing liquid blush. I'm going to wait for it to just go to the powder formula, and then I'm going to be contouring and doing the rest of the makeup on top. So I'm so intrigued by this product still because I've been watching Made by Mitchell's page on Instagram. And when people do their makeup with this, it's always different to how I've ever used it in my first tutorial. I know that you only need a little bit because it is so pigmented. But yeah, these people on Instagram seem to be putting it up the temples and everything. So I'm just going to start with, that was the shade Peach Sugar, by the way. So I'm just going to go in with the Peaches and Creams PC25 brush and just start to blend this blush. And as you can see, it really is so pigmented. So I'm just stippling this into the temples and just sort of back towards the hairline, as that gives the most natural blush, by the way. Rather than just having blush just on the apples of the cheeks, if you sweep it back more towards the hairline, it actually looks more natural. Okay, so I feel like that just looks like a nice healthy glow. I think I've definitely put a bit more on this side than I have on this side, but I'm obviously going to be going in now with another colour, so I'm also going in with Sweet Cheeks. So again, I'm just going to be using a little bit of this because this one really is also so pigmented. So yeah, that just looks so healthy. I've actually seen people use blush as actual liquid lipstick as well. Don't know if I'm going to be doing that because that just seems a bit extreme, but I mean I could try it, couldn't I, and see how it works out. So yeah, like I said, I'm just going to be letting this like sort of dry down, although it doesn't actually feel that tacky already really. It doesn't actually feel like, you know, super liquidy or anything. And it's blended away really nice, and it really does stay pigmented. That's one thing I can say. The pigment really does last. I was worried last time that if I didn't set it with a powder blush it might fade, but I think I do remember the pigment lasting really well. So we're going to leave that as it is. I'm going to do the rest of the makeup, and then I might check back in if I do actually end up using the Peach Sugar Blush, well, Blush, as a liquid lipstick. You know what, I think I'm going to do it. Why not? Yeah, I think I am actually going to do it, and this is safe as well. I've seen, I think, Mitchell himself do it, so that makes me feel like a bit better. I mean, it is strange using liquid blush as a lipstick, but I'm going to try it because I have been wanting to try it for ages anyway. So I'm just going to be going in now with a bit of highlight for the lips, the Cupid's bow, just to make them stand out. And I think I'm actually going to be trying a little bit of an ombre lip today. So I'm going to be going in with the Morphe Bite Me colour pencil, just to line the lips. So now that that's done, I'm actually going to be taking a little bit of Peach Sugar Blush, and I'm just going to be putting a little bit of this just on my little plastic palette, and I'm just going to take a small lip brush and apply this more to the outer corners of the lips, and then on the centre of the lips I'm going to be taking the other shade, so the Sweet Cheeks. Yeah, Sweet Cheeks. So I'm just going to be going in with an EcoTools angled liner brush to do this. And because this is a liquid to powder formula, it should just dry down matte and hopefully have some really good staying power. And up to now, it actually just feels like a liquid lipstick formula, really. Okay, so I'm just going to let that settle for a little minute, and then I'm going to be going in with the Sweet Cheeks. And that is specifically to the centre of the lips, as I'm going to be doing an ombre lip, like I explained before. And I'm just going to be patting this into the lips, and it does feel really creamy. It really does feel nice. So that's how the lips are looking. A little bit of an ombre, and it does feel nice and creamy. So I'm going to be going in now with a bit of bronzer slash contour, and I'm going to be using the e.l.f. bronzer, and this is in the shade Warm. And we'll see if this liquid blush has actually dried to powder, and if it actually smudges or patches up once a bit of powder goes on top. We'll see. I hope not, because I actually do like how this makeup's turned out, so fingers crossed. And I'm going in with the MAC Cosmetics 168 brush to apply the bronzer. So I'm just going to be stamping this on rather than swiping and rubbing. I'm just literally going to be stamping this on, just so we're not moving the product around too much. Okay, so far this is how the makeup's looking. I actually think the bronzer looks really nice and is blended in really well with the two blushes that I've mixed together. What do you think? I feel like this is just such a fresh, natural daytime look, and it doesn't feel too heavy. So far I am really happy with this. I am going to check back in on the lips though, like in a few hours. I'm going to have something to eat, have something to drink. It's not nearly lunchtime, but I've been up since about 6 AM or 5 AM, so it almost feels like lunchtime. So yeah, I'm going to go and have something to eat shortly, and then I'll let you know how the lips, well, the blush on the lips is actually wearing. I'm going to check back in. So yes, BRB. So guys, this is the finished and completed look now that the blush has been applied and it's actually been on the skin for 12 hours. Now I'm just going to give you my honest thoughts and opinions. These products are definitely worth investing in. I feel like they give such a healthy glow to the skin, and can I just say, it's been 12 hours like I've mentioned, but I've actually napped today for about 4 hours, and I've been laying on this side of the face, I've been laying on this side, and there's literally not one smudge, literally not one patch or anything in the blush. So I am really so impressed, and I'm so happy that I actually did review these two blushes again. Yeah, it's definitely going to be part of my new makeup routine, and it didn't actually set with any powder blush on top, and this is the result. And as you've seen in the tutorial, you've seen that I actually applied powder bronzer after I'd applied the liquid blush because they dried down by then. And again, not one patch, not one smudge, it didn't go muddy. The products are just so blendable, so pigmented and so long lasting. Like, I'm absolutely obsessed with these, so I will actually be using these quite a bit more on my channel. Now about the lips have been on for a good few hours as well, and I am actually impressed. It's not looking very ombre-y now. I know that was my intention, to do an ombre lip, and it looked fine at first. I get that it's sort of just all blended into one now, but I am actually impressed because it didn't actually make the lips look cakey or like they were cracking or dry, and it really has lasted so well. And I feel like no one would even know that this was liquid blush on the lips. I feel like anyone, even me, I would just assume if I seen someone with this lip colour on, I'd just be like, oh yeah, that's quite a nice lip colour. Would never assume that it was actually liquid blush. So I'm impressed with it for that as well. I might also do a tutorial in future using these on the eyes, because that's another thing I've seen Mitchell do. So yeah, I definitely recommend these products. I'm so impressed with them. And I'm going to be leaving the price as well on screen, but I actually think they're worth it. So yes, thank you so much for sticking around to the end. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you for just hanging out with me today. And if we've made it this far, then that's a good thing, surely. But yeah, please like this video, please subscribe. Leave me some feedback on these products. Which one was your favourite shade? I know that I mixed them, but obviously I still want to hear your opinion on which one. I'm going to leave my other tutorial, my first review of these, in the description bar, so go and check that out. Also give that a like, leave me some feedback, you know the drill. But yeah, guys, I'm going to see you in the next tutorial, because I'm just going to shut up talking now. But yeah, I'll see you in the next tutorial.